Item number 01, applicant owner is Louis Gonzalez. This is care of Jeffrey Tallman, Northeast Engineers and Consultants, Inc. Subject property, 333 Durfee Street, map 011, lot 0013. The applicant is requesting a variance to allow the following. One, to convert an existing automotive repair shop into three family dwelling, thereby expanding the existing non-conforming five-family dwelling to a total of 8 dwelling units. The applicant is requesting a special permit to allow the following. One, relief to reduce the number of required parking spaces pursuant to section 86-444 of the zoning ordinances. The property is located in a BN neighborhood shopping zoning district. This was tabled from our June 16th, June 18th meeting. Mr. Tallman.
Good evening. For the record, Jeff Tallman, Northeast Engineers and Consultants. I did submit a request today to have that tabled until the August meeting because when we started looking at making revisions to the plan to address the board's concerns, one of the issues and items we looked at is possibly using the lower level of that building for parking, which makes a ton of sense considering it's an existing garage now, which would in turn mean that we would have to go higher with the structure, which means we would have to ask for an expansion of a pre-existing non-conforming structure, which would require additional, it would require that the petition be re-advertised. So that's why I submitted the request today. So with that, I hope the board see fit to grant continuation or no.
Okay, before we act on that, one question to the planning director. Would this require, it will have to be re-advertised?
Yes.
It does not have to be a new application. They don't have to withdraw and resubmit.
No, it'll be, we will re-notify
Okay,
and we will
re-advertise.
re-advertise.
Okay. All right, that being the case, I'll accept a motion on the request.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant the request to continue or to table the hearing until our August meeting.
Yes. Second. All right, motion and second on the motion. Eric?
Yes.
Ricky?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Chairman Prairie, yes. On to item number.
I'm sorry, what is the date of that August meeting?
20th?
20th, August 20th.
Okay. Item number 02, old business. Applicant owner is June Perry, care of Jeffrey Tallman, Northeast Engineers and Consultants, Inc. Subject property is 311 Crescent Street, map T07, lot 0001. The applicant is requesting a variance to allow the following. One, to divide the property into 2 lots, leaving the existing 3-family dwelling on Lot 1, a conforming 11,700 square foot lot with 116.45 feet of frontage on Crescent Street, and creating a new 5,480 square foot non-conforming lot for a single-family house with 50 feet of frontage on Valentine Street, with relief from frontage, use, and area requirements. Property is located in the BN neighborhood shopping zoning district. This was tabled at our June meeting. Mr. Tallman.
Good evening. For the record, Jeff Tallman, Northeast Engineers and Consultants. So in this particular application, we were kind of asked to go back and take a look to see if we could, because we were making the case that the lot itself being adjacent to the G district and with a small portion at the rear being in the G district, we were hoping to use the side setbacks for G. During the conversation, it was brought up, well, see if we could comply with all the requirements, which included lot coverage within the G district, because there is no lot coverage requirement in the neighborhood shopping district. So we did take a look at that. We did change the configuration of the house. This configuration actually is probably very close to, if this ultimately gets approved, what will be built there, if not exactly what would be built. There would be a one-stall garage, same general footprint, only with the addition of the garage. The only issue, a couple of issues that we ran into when we looked at this, the In terms of the lot coverage requirement of meeting the 25%, just because of the nature of the existing structures and the retaining wall on lot one, there is kind of that pinch point between like Valentine Street and where the house would be located, which causes this house to be pushed back a little bit further. So therefore, the driveway is probably a little bit longer than what we would like. So if we were to have to comply to the 25%, we certainly could. We could put an asphalt driveway for a certain portion until you get back close to the garage. And then what I'm showing on this particular plan is a paver walkway that transitions into the remainder of the driveway that enters the garage. So with that type of configuration, we would be able to keep the lot coverage to where it needs to be at the 25%. So if need be, this is something that we could do. If the board sees fit and is willing to give us, I mean, we didn't ask for it only because it's not required in this particular zone. If we could bump that lot coverage up a little bit, we could continue the asphalt all the way to the garage and eliminate the need for having that paver driveway, that small portion. I'm thinking if we were allowed to go up to somewhere around 28% in that range, that would cover that additional area. But if need be, if we have to meet the 25%, this plan does accomplish that. The other issue that was discussed at the previous meeting was the existing retaining wall, the stone retaining wall, which we're kind of holding the lot line adjacent to that. We were asked to take a look to see if we could move that line to the bottom of the wall. But as I started getting into that, what became apparent is the retaining wall was constructed originally to level off the parking area for 311 Crescent Street. So it's basically, it cuts into the slope that comes down on Valentine Street. And we do have these two wing walls that do project down onto lot one. So if we were to actually move that lot line to the bottom of that wall would then be in, two different ownerships.
Two different ownerships.
Yeah, you would have the owner on lot one would own the wing walls, and then the owner on lot two would own the primary section, which to me would just make issues a little complicated. The wall's there to service lot one. It's basically for the purpose of lot one. So the more I looked at it, the more it made sense to me to keep it on lot one and have it be their responsibility to maintain it. It is in good shape. It's in very good shape. It was well constructed when it was built. I don't anticipate there being, with the construction on lot two, any particular issues. I mean, we are proposing to eliminate the stairs that do go up onto lot two and to close off that wall, that little opening that's there to go up those stairs, repurpose some of that stone for the wing walls on the stairs to close that off and just call it a day and leave that wall on lot one. Again, it made a ton of sense to me, but that's your call. So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
No,
the
I
board
think
might
that's
have.
sound reasoning. I appreciate the change
Mr.
on this
Chairman,
design. Yes.
a question. On the suggestion of potentially changing the lot coverage and adding that, it's not a listed variance, so it can't,
Doesn't need to be.
it doesn't have
No,
to be listed.
No, what happened, what Jeff was explaining is the underlying zoning district has no lot coverage issue.
Oh, okay.
At the last meeting, we asked him to try to conform to the adjacent G district, which would have a lot coverage. So relief is not required for lot coverage either way. It's just whether or not you want to approve the
Oh, okay.
relief to be a G and not be all of the G, which I have no opposition to.
Questions, any other questions from the board? I think this was very sound. If there's no questions from the board, let me, it's still wild that this is a BN district. I mean, it just cracks me up.
I know.
It's virtually entirely residential. That's all right. Going to those in attendance tonight, is there anyone wishing to speak in support of this petition? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? The hearing none comes back to the board.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that the variance be granted as proposed.
Second. Motion and second. I'm just trying to remember.
The only thing I would ask for a
breakdown
little
of
bit
this.
of clarification would be on the whole lot coverage issue, if you don't mind a slight increase.
So
Yeah,
Dan,
Whatever you have shown on the plan is what they'll approve. I don't have the plan in front of me.
Okay,
So the
so it's the
plan
Did you show
25,
the increase?
no,
plan
no,
is
I was showing it
25.
complying.
Well,
All
you-
I'm s-
Well, you don't
so-
have to comply, right? So
No, I was asked if we could fully comply to the G district, including the lot coverage.
So it was a request, it wasn't a mandate?
no,
No, it was
So-
just to
I
see
don't
if
know,
we
it
could,
was-
comply with everything.
Could you
within-
do it?
We can, and that's what I'm showing.
And,
But there's like a 10 by 10 section of that driveway,
yeah,
like
which I
100
think is
square
kind of
feet.
crazy to change materials at the last of it.
Right.
You gave it your best shot. It's not practical. It could be.
Yeah, if we could slide the house
Consider-
forward and make it work, we would. But there are like, setback issues to
No,
the shed. that
you
we-
you definitely, you do have the pinch point because of the angle of the wall coming across that property and changing,
So we can get it to say
Tension of the property
28% as opposed to 25.
But
I don't mind,
since, but since a variance isn't required, I don't think is that gonna be an issue when the plan hits Hathaway?
no, he wanted to
Okay.
see it.
All right, so we do have a motion and a second, so this would not be as drawn. So the point is, they gave it a shot. What they could do to comply to the lot coverage of the adjacent G zone, they could achieve. It's probably gonna.
I would just include in your motion that the driveway shown can be entirely impervious.
There you go.
As stated.
Okay, you agree with that on the second?
Yes.
Eric?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, then on the motion, Eric,
Yes.
Ricky,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
Jim and Prairie, yes.
Thank you.
Great one, thank you.